Welcome to episode 5 of Killing Comfort. In today's episode, we're going to discuss a topic that's quite close to home. It's going to be on the subject of getting out of a rut. I've been in multiple ruts in my life. James?
Yep, me as well. Definitely.
Yeah. Most recently, if you watched the last podcast, James had just been on a bender on Saturday night. Then he woke up hungover, not feeling too optimistic.
Yeah, for the last week, I've probably been in a bit of maybe a little bit longer. Been in a bit of a rut, not knowing exactly what direction I should be moving in. Feeling a bit lost, not doing things I promised myself I'd do, not sticking to basic things. And yeah, we're going to tell you exactly how to get out of it, what we do, and how to pretty much get out of that situation if you're in that.
Let's get into that though a little bit more. So you said for a few weeks. So it's been longer than a week. How long would you say it's been?
Maybe like 2
weeks.
Maybe, yeah.
And what have been the main things? You said you've not been keeping promises. What does that look like on a day-to-day basis?
Well, simple things like my morning routine. Like, it's not a hard routine. It's like get up, drink a litre of water, shower, read the Bible, take whatever supplements I need, plan the day and stretch. Like, that's not hard to do. They're not hard tasks. But getting up every morning and doing it became a struggle. I was just losing motivation. So things like that, when I promise myself I'm going to do it, I don't do it. Start the day off with an L, and it's just downhill from there.
Yeah, with an L. What, scrolling on your phone? Yeah. That's something I struggle with as well.
Wake up scrolling, and then wake up at 8 a.m, get out of bed at 11 a.m, and I'm like, what have I just done? That routine will take me 15 minutes. And I'm
so easily done though. Yeah. I feel like that's probably the majority of people that do that.
Yeah, I mean, we're all human, but simple tasks like that. And for someone like myself, I value myself quite highly. Something like that should be like easy, tick it off, wake up, make the bed, get ready, attack the day. And then you find yourself laying in bed watching God knows what, fucking reels.
AI reels, those reels with AI. Yeah. I get flooded with those. They're getting pretty crazy nowadays. But something that you said there is like, you value yourself highly, you're an ambitious person, you're driven. And that's the hardest thing about it, I think. It's when you're not doing these easy things to do, and you know you're meant for more, you know you're driven, and you've seen what you're capable of. You did this fight, you were getting up every morning at 6 a.m, going for runs in the freezing cold, minus temperature. So you know what you're capable of.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're not hitting those easy things, then that's what causes that.
I think the worst part is when you've seen your potential, like you've seen how driven you can be, you've seen how disciplined you can be. So you know it's possible and you're not doing it and you just don't have the drive to do it. I think that is the worst part. If you've always been a dosser and that's what you do, you don't really give a shit and you haven't seen what you can achieve. But when you know you're so much better than that and that you're not like the average human doing all that shit, and then you are doing it, it's pretty demoralizing. Then it's just a downward spiral.
It's pretty soul crushing. Yeah. And then the way you get comfort from that feeling of I should be doing more is further indulging in the bad habits, and it just leads to a negative spiral.
It's not even comfort. Like, I'm sitting there knowing I should have got up.
Yeah.
Why am I not getting up? And then you feel even worse because I know I shouldn't be doing that. I know I should be doing something else, and it's just down, down, down. And then you start to think of yourself as a lesser person. Yeah. Because I'm like, why can't I even do this? But it's always, I never let it defeat me though. You always have to get out of that.
Yeah. Yeah, you can never
let it just do that, and then they'll just be like, oh, I can't be asked.
Yeah. I've got a tattoo on the subject. Like, there's 2 ways you can handle any situation. So the tattoo says ascension, aversion. So ascension is pointing towards me. So you're given a situation, something happens in your life. You can either choose to alchemize it and make something positive of that situation. That's ascension, that's getting better. Or aversion is what a lot of people do. They complain and they let that situation swallow them up, and they are a victim to the circumstance. So you are choosing ascension in this situation. You're not letting what's happened define you. 100%. You're going to push forward.
I think it was just feeling generally lost, and I was a bit feeling like, what is the point?
Yeah.
But then I spoke with you on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah, we had a barbecue. Yeah.
So I invited you round for a little barbecue, had some wine, steak,
Yeah.
not bad in the sun, and then like I had a talk with you and I was like, what direction do I need to go in? Then we're bouncing ideas off of each other, and suddenly we had this great idea of what I need to be doing.
Yeah.
And now I was like, right, now I'm back motivated. It's
Yeah.
that sense of not having direction
Yeah.
and feeling lost, which I think leads you to that bad place.
And sometimes it just takes talking to someone else to give you an inspirational idea. I remember before my cut, my coach Mo, he was like, "You should do a bodybuilding show," and I was like, "Oh, I don't know." He was like, "You should do it," and then that was what pushed me to do all of the things that I've done. So it's always like an idea you get from someone else. That's why it's so important to have people in your circle that want the best for you. And yeah, so what direction are you going to take
Going forward with
everything? What was the discovery that you had?
well, just like I was doing. I don't even know if you guys can hear that. I don't know.
That's the neighbours.
Yeah,
we've got the doors open. No one's screaming. No one's dead. All right. Okay. If there's any police watching this.
What direction am I taking? Well, I was a bit lost. So my in-person coaching, great. Everything in-person, fine. Training, good. Busy, right?
Yeah.
But then the online side of things, for most people, it's great. Like I've got 180,000 followers. Like, do you know what I mean? People think that's great, but I had no direction with how I wanted to go online, because our goal is to make money online and move to Thailand. That's the goal.
That'd be nice.
So I was feeling lost because that's online shit is a brain fuck.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to be helping men build an athletic physique, get in the best shape possible, mixing bodybuilding and boxing or combat sports to build a functional but aesthetic and athletic physique.
That's what you've done.
That's the goal.
That's what you've done. You've built your physique in the gym. You've got very good at boxing and coaching people in boxing, so you can combine those two things together.
Combining coaching, gym, boxing, everything I have knowledge on, and pushing that forward, helping people out as I do it, and I think that would be great. So that's the new direction we're going to be headed in.
Yeah. There was one thing that you said as well. You were like, oh, like from the outside point of view, like you got all these followers and stuff, and you get all these likes on your reels and stuff. And one thing that I've learned recently is that validation and all these external things will never make you happy. Like I've hit a couple like reels that are blown up and got loads of likes, or YouTube videos that are blown up, or the subscriber count goes up. Doesn't make you happy. You think it would when you first start, and you think if I hit this goal, I'll be so ecstatic.
Yeah.
It lasts such a short period of time, and then what goes up must come down. So you come back to baseline, it's your new reality. It doesn't make you happy. What makes you happy, what James was talking about earlier, is when you're sticking to your word. So when you're not doing that consistently, then you start to feel like you're in a rut, and you, no matter how many followers you have, you feel bad. It's only when you're sticking to your word on a consistent basis, that's what matters the most.
Yeah, like someone's life might look great from the outside, but if that person isn't literally doing the things they should be doing and keeping to the promises they tell themselves, then you're going to feel like shit.
Yeah.
But not letting that stick is the most important part.
Yeah.
What about you? Like, you've obviously been in a few ruts before.
Yeah.
Do you want to share an experience of one?
Oh, okay. Oh, it was at the end of 2023. Was it 2020? Yeah, end of 2023, I went for my first breakup, right? You'll remember this. And then I started eating a load of junk food. I guess a lot of your self-identity gets shattered when something like that happens.
Well, a huge part of your life is no longer that, and you need to try and figure out who you are without that.
Yeah, you lose it. So in some way, it's a sign that you need to find yourself. And instead of doing that and staying disciplined, I did the opposite. I started smoking a lot of weed. I started eating a lot of junk food. I didn't go out the house. Everyone at the gym, I used to work at the same gym as James, everyone was like, why aren't you not coming in? Like, what's happening?
I would be at the gym. You would turn up late.
Yeah.
Looking fucked.
Yeah.
Like
bloated face.
Your face looked like you've been stung by a bee. And I'll be like, bro, what is wrong?
Yeah.
And you'll be like, oh, nothing.
Because I've been binge eating the night before.
Something's fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Because you should not look like that.
No. Now I look, I look all right now.
Debatable.
No, but yeah, I would walk into work with a full bloated face, probably like Do you know after you smoke a joint the night before and you wake up all hazy and shit?
Just fucked.
I turn up late to my clients.
Like you just fucking landed on Earth.
Yeah, dehydrated.
Yeah.
That post-binge feeling when you've just eaten loads of shit food, not in a good mood, not giving energy to my clients who are paying me for energy. They're paying you for leadership and direction. I wasn't given that, you know. It was terrible. No morning routine, getting on the bus late to work. It was an absolute shit show, and that lasted probably like 3-4 months. And then I went on a cut. And funnily enough, every time I go on a cut, life just seems to get better. But yeah, in those 3-4 months, God, not only like the heartbreak and the depression from that, but it was the compounding, not doing all the right things every day.
Well,
like you mentioned.
like that. You feel like shit anyway because you're heartbroken.
Yeah.
But then you're gonna feel even worse because you're fucking being a fat dosser.
yeah. You put
It's just like
summarize
making
that
it
up
worse.
pretty well.
It's just a downward spiral. So when did you realise that something needed to change, and how did you make the change?
Good question. Well, I signed up to my first photo shoot. Someone I know.
Well, when did you realise?
When did I realise? I knew the whole time.
Change? Okay, so you knew. So similar to me, you knew that you should have been doing better. This isn't you.
No.
Okay, fine.
I was smoking the joint, thinking, I'm literally contributing to my downfall. Okay. With every toke, I was what am I doing?
Yeah.
But it's such a weird headspace to be in, because you know the things you're doing are contributing to your depression and your general feeling of being, you know.
I feel like at that point though, when you're actually like that low, you don't even care. Like you just don't care.
Yeah. You lose that pride.
You're like, what is the point?
Yeah.
So you're just like doing anything, and you're just like, fuck it. If it makes me feel a little bit better for a little bit, but then in the long run, it makes you feel like shit.
It does. Yeah. And the more you keep pushing that button of pleasure and the food and the drugs, and the less enjoyable those things even become. So you don't get pleasure anywhere anymore, and your whole life is just a mess, and it's not good.
So how did you get out of that?
How did I get out of that? Well, so I knew someone that was hosting a photo shoot, a physique photo shoot, and I got involved. I signed up to it, so I knew, okay, setting a goal is the first step. Set a goal. Okay, I want to achieve this. So for me, it was a photo shoot. I knew I had to lose a certain amount of weight to do that. And then I started doing cardio. I started eating clean. I started seeing the changes in the mirror, and then it's a positive domino effect. And soon enough, you don't feel that shit anymore because you're not eating the shit food. Your habits are a lot better. You're healthier. Your mind's clearer. So that was a good thing. So surrounding yourself with,
feel like getting yourself fit and in better shape was probably one of the main things.
It's the foundation. It's the foundation to everything.
The baseline.
If right now, if I just suddenly put on 20 kilos of fat,
you'd feel like shit.
My whole life would turn to shit.
Yeah, everything would go out the window.
Yeah.
Because you're not even looking after yourself.
No.
Which is something that's free, basically.
No, yeah. It's free. It comes from you. It's your
inner drive, I guess.
Yeah. It's your internal discipline. It's none of that external follower stuff. It's all internal. It's all the things, it's all the decisions that you make on a daily basis. So, yeah, step one is get in shape. Step two, I would say, is surround yourself with better people. That's so important. So I started training with you. I remember we went to the gym. We started training together. That was good.
Right. So we've had an absolute flop on this. His phone died because he's an idiot, and the podcast is going to be a bit shorter today, but hopefully there's some good knowledge in there. The key takeaways were,
well, if you're in a rut, first acknowledge that you are in a rut, and then you need to set some goals. I talked about my bodybuilding show. I set some goals when I was in my rut in 2023 to 2024. And then once you have some goals and you're making progress and your health's getting better, surround yourself with better people.
Yeah.
And we were talking about how we bounce off each other, and you need friends around you that motivate you and inspire you to be better. And then I think that was it. That was it.
But you got people around. God. You got people around you. They either subtract or they add to your life. If they subtract, get rid of them. If they add to your life, keep them around. Put your energy into them. If your energy is the most important thing. Don't give it to the horrible, rude, nasty people in your life. Take it away.
Use the orange analogy. You said it's like when you have two oranges, one's fresh, one's rotten. The rotten one will infect the fresh orange. So your team needs to be close.
Yep.
And everyone in your team needs to support you in your mission, and you can all grow together. You're going to grow a lot faster, and yeah, cut off those negative people. Absolutely. They've got no place in your life.
Yes. So if you are in a rut, use our advice. We've been there, we've done it, we've got out of it.
Yeah.
Even last week, we're still getting out of it. We're out of it.
We're out of it. We've officially surpassed the rut.
That's how you do it.
Episode 5 of Killing Comfort. We're not stopping. 75% of podcasts stop at episode 10, and we're not 75%. We're top 25 at least. So we're
top 25%.
When we get to episode 10 of this podcast, we're going to keep going.
Yeah.
I'm already seeing benefits of how I piece together ideas from doing this podcast live on camera. I feel much more comfortable on camera. I don't know about you.
Yeah, don't really give a shit anymore. I was a bit worried.
He's past that stage.
It is what it is.
Too far gone now. He's past it.
Yep.
And yeah, we're going to keep them coming and gradually get better over time. That I think, thank you if you have subscribed. The subscribers are on 19 at the time of recording this.
Yep.
If you have watched our episodes, got value out of our episodes, keep watching. We're coming out with new episodes every single Monday. And
follow the journey.
Yeah, follow the journey.
We're going to fucking make it.
We are going to make it. Let's do this. Yep. You can make it with us.
Yeah.
If you keep watching this podcast.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay, that was episode 5 of Killing Comfort. We'll see you next week.
Yes.
And what's the slogan?
Nothing grows in the comfort zone.
Nothing grows in the comfort zone. That's it. See you next week. Okay.